Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We are talking about 4 and 6 years old Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. Tomorrow, allegedly, Daniel Martell, the stepfather of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, has court. Or is it going to be rescheduled again? Well, we're going to talk about all of that.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smiled through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearl. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Let's kick it up.
Clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options 1 second. Oh, please don't do this again on me. 1 second. I think my cord's trying to go out there. Hello again. Good to see you all. How you doing? How you doing? Tonight we're talking about the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case out of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. And the rumor is Daniel may have court tomorrow, but there is also rumor that that the courts may reschedule it. So we're going to have to see. I have spoken to numerous people today. I've been combing the Pictou County streets today. And so we don't really know. Don't really know. Either way, it's okay. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if they are rescheduling it again, then that means he's fucked, in my in my opinion. Or if they don't, then we'll know something tomorrow, right? So Crazy Buck says, my guest delayed. Maybe. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you for gifting the friend. Good to see you, babies. You doing this, Lori? Appreciate you, love. You received that. Make sure you give out Lori a big old thank you. Thank you so much, love. Forget the streets of Philadelphia. It's easy about the streets of Pictou County. Yeah. Big difference from Philly to Pictou County. That is for sure. That is for sure. So I want to go over some things. We're going to go over a little bit of the Daniel stuff and all that pertaining to his case. I do want to say that Daniel is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But Bill Gorham, senior Crown Counsel with the Nova Scotia Prosecution Service, is in the provincial court, and he spoke a little bit on this case. It is unrelated to Jack and Lilly Sullivan. However, I do believe the RCMP is being strategic. Daniel has been very quiet lately, and you wonder why. Is he scared that what's coming? Is he drying out, afraid of, going to jail? Who knows? I know. Me too, Grey Wolf. Me too, baby. Can't wait. Good to see you, Grey Wolf. Wendy, Melanie, Miss Ruby, Connie, Wendy C, Miss Joyous, Wendy. Who else we got in here? Good to see you, Val, Wendy, Summer Breeze, Ruby. Hello. Oops. I got this thingy on 1 second here. Let me fix this. Let me know if my mic goes out. I hope it doesn't. Guilty in the court of social media chat. That is true. Oh, I've got to show y'all some pictures too. I didn't see these until today, actually. I didn't see these until today. Oh, I forgot them. And we're going to talk about these trips. I really believe, in my opinion, that I think most people do, to be honest with you. I believe, privately, even the RCMP believes that they know that the parents know a lot more, in my opinion. But they've got to prove that. And we got to keep Jack and Lily's name out there. We can't let it, just go on quietly. So we're going to be talking about some trips here in a little bit as well, and all that. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you, babe. Thank you so much, darling. Appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, Miss Jeannie. How you doing, love? Appreciate you. Thank you so much, lovies. Let me know if that music is too loud in the background. Don't understand why Malaya won't speak. Is it sneaky? In denial. Malaya is living her, she's living her best life. She's living her best life. That's what Malaya does, right? Where is Janie hiding? I don't know. But, the good thing about Janie is if Daniel goes up in the clink, she's got a new pad. She's got a new pad with plumbing. So all that. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to show y'all some things that we're going to talk. Oh, let me get to the small stuff. When March 30th was when Daniel was in court. I think she's flipped too. I think she has. But it doesn't mean she might have given up. She might be given, they might not go immunity. She could have been given. I want to see. Let me. You know what? How can I put this? Put a 1 in the chat if you think, like, as long as one of them is held accountable and Jack and Lily is found, would you be okay with that? Would you be okay with that? Doesn't mean it's right, but would you be okay with it? Put a 1 in the chat if yes, as long as one of them goes to the prison and Jack and Lily are found. Put a 2 in the chat. It doesn't make it okay. I just want to make that clear. I kind of want them both fried, in my opinion. I had a card renewal and lost my dang membership. I have to redo all. Oh, I recently had that done, Neva. Trust me, I understand. My card expired and I had to go back through all my bills and everything. And so, like, what about if they were, one gets more punishment than the other one, and they're found, right? Let's say, for instance, Daniel would get, several years, and Malaya would get maybe a couple years. Janie would be the only one I would be okay with taking a deal. MBM and DM need to be. I agree. But it just, I don't know. Canada is so freaking weak on a lot of these people, and it's really bad. So we are in July now, and April, let's see here, March 30th, April 30th, May 30th. So it's been over 4 months, or over 3 months since Daniel was last in court, right? And this was back then when the Crown Counsel, Bill Gorman, spoke on Daniel's case. And he said, right here, Nova Scotia Legal News, Glasgow is fully on the record representing Mr. Martell, and there was a disclosure made, which would be a collection of evidence that has been gathered in. One second, this. Okay. And it continues, and it says that evidence has been gathered in this investigation to Nova Scotia Legal Aid. And then he's added that the defense is continuing to review the materials, with further disclosure still being processed. Quote, Mr. Holmes with Nova Scotia Legal Aid is reviewing the disclosure, and there was additional disclosures provided to me today by the police that has to be reviewed and disclosed as well, end quote. Gorman said the Crown proceeds only where there is a reasonable prospect of conviction and where it is in the public's interest. Quote, ultimately, the burden of proof in a criminal matter is beyond a reasonable doubt, end quote. He said, quote, the evaluation that's conducted by the Crown is to determine whether or not there is a reasonable and realistic prospect of conviction. That evaluation has been conducted and that exists. In terms of strength or weakness of this case, that's a judicial function, not a Crown function. Quote, obviously, we wouldn't proceed if we didn't feel that there was reasonable and realistic prospect. So basically, what the old Crown is saying right there, and the prosecutor, is obviously we wouldn't proceed if we didn't feel like we can stick this case right up Daniel's ass. In my opinion, allegedly, that is. I'll have to let the Crown speak for that, though. He added public interest is considered, but does not determine whether a prosecution moves forward. Quote, reasonable prospect of conviction and public interest are significant and real factors that are always in consideration, end quote, Gorman said. Quote, the level of public interest does not dictate nor determine whether or not a prosecution proceeds, but it is certainly a factor, end quote. Serious time, though, not a slap on the wrist, please. Exactly. Like, come on now. And so, you know, Daniel has just talked like, you know, he's obviously done several or a few interviews since March 30th, and seems to, you know, he doesn't really talk about that or anything. But even back in March, I agree, Tracy. I agree. Yeah, because there will be people there tomorrow, Jerry. Then, yeah, yeah. But even back then in March, they felt comfortable, and since then, March 30th, when they got new stuff in, Um, oh, absolutely. Yes, General. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. 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 He's tomorrow. He's only there to plea. Yes. And then they will arrange a date. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But even back then in March, or was it March 30th? March 30th. Yeah. They were very confident. So it'll be interesting. But I have talked to a lot of Nova Scotians today, and they just don't know if it's going to be rescheduled or not. But we should know. We should know in the morning. We should know in the morning, in my opinion. But we have a lot to get to in this show. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Greatly, greatly appreciate all of you guys being here. And share this live stream out if you would be so kind. It's very important. A lot of people are no longer talking about Jack and Lily's case, but we're here and we're going to continue. And I know there are still creators out there talking about Jack and Lily, but we still got to make sure Jack and Lily's case is still out there in the algorithm. So you can help by hitting that thumbs up button, sharing this, hyping this video. If you're on YouTube, 3 hypes a week. If you don't use it, you lose it. So consider hyping one of the videos as well. Free Flucker. Flucker. If what he was in court for had nothing to do with Jack and Lily, but it don't look good for him for Jack and Lily case. I agree. Has nothing to do with Jack and Lily. It's another victim. I have to say, allegedly, it is another victim that the police, and prosecutors are claiming of Daniel's, which I believe there's a lot of victims out there, in my opinion. Thank you, Valerie. Appreciate you, dear. Okay, here we go.
Court documents in the case of missing children Lily and Jack Sullivan provide a closer look at the relationship between their mother and stepfather. The latest details come from lifted redactions CBC and other media outlets have been fighting for in the case. The documents include an affidavit filed by RCMP that explains the investigation to date. Malaya Brooks Murray and her boyfriend Daniel Martell were together for about 3 years before Jack and Lily disappeared on May 2nd. All of them lived in the Lansdowne trailer where the children were last seen. According to the documents, Martell told police they'd been fighting about money. His mother also referenced financial difficulties. The new records disclosed that in an RCMP interview, Brooks Murray said Martell would try to block her, hold her down, and once he pushed her. She said he would also take her phone from her when she tried to call her mom, which would sometimes be physical and hurt. Martell provides a different account. He told police their relationship was good and they had ups and downs like any other couple. He said they would yell at each other when they were fighting, but there was no physical violence in their relationship.
And that is a very good point, right? Just a clamping sale. Jack and Lily were living at the property when these alleged charges took place. Bingo. Hey, Pinky, good to see you. 3 months. How you doing, girl? Appreciate you very, very much for your continued support. Really do appreciate you, Pinky. Good to see you, babes. And I will say there's only 5 people that we know that lived on that property in the last few years, right? Some people say the brother was there at some point as well, but we don't got any concrete thing on that.
RCMP Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon confirmed the nature of their relationship at the time of the children's disappearance is part of the investigation. Are any of the children's family members considered suspects in this case?
I wouldn't say anybody's a suspect. Again, we continue to gather information.
Okay.
And whatever evidence that we are able to find, and we'll make our decisions based on that. But we are not in a position to really comment on suspects or anything like that at this time.
The case is still being investigated under the Missing Persons Act.
Now, I was wondering, they sealed a bunch of this paperwork, and in my opinion, they did this strategically. In my opinion, one of the reasons they did this is because they didn't want the public to know who any potential suspects were, right? And that's a lot of times the reason they seal these things is because they don't want any person to get spooked.
And has not moved to a criminal investigation. But in new submissions, the Crown noted that while there is currently no reasonable grounds to believe a crime has taken place, it could become criminal.
When they state that there are no reasonable grounds for a criminal offense, what that really says to me is that there's currently not enough evidence to make an arrest for a crime, but a crime is not obviously being ruled out. It's a very important linguistic distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Court documents in the case of missing children Lily and Jack Sullivan provide a closer look at the relationship between their mother and stepfather. The latest details come from lifted redactions CBC and other media outlets have been fighting for in the case. The documents include an affidavit filed by RCMP that explains the investigation to date. Malaya Brooks Murray and her boyfriend Daniel Martell were together for about 3 years before Jack and Lilly disappeared on May 2nd.
Oh, sorry.
All of them.
Again, sorry, I was in La La Land. I don't know where the hell my man was. Okay. Moving forward here. So, yeah, so we're going to have to kind of wait and see on that. Yeah, Canadian law. They're just cray. Did y'all ever see these pictures? I didn't see these pictures. Did y'all see this? Of May? He's not the stepfather. They are not married. I know. I did not see these. I didn't either, Joyce. You did, Dan? MBM, the one supposed to... I guess this was during the search. Look at Malaya. She's just happy as a little clam. Look at her there. Hamatu, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much. If you receive that, make sure you thank our dear Hamatu. Oh, this was last weekend? Did they search last weekend? The photos were taken last weekend. They have a group that goes out for fun. Okay. Wasn't a search. I did not see this. Oh, yeah, this isn't a search. May looks high as a kite there. Probably wasn't close to where your ex in my opinion, laid Jack and Lilly, you're probably confident about that, though, Malay, aren't you? I would never want to go out in the woods again. Oh, look at her. Bless her little heart. And her, look at her. She's just happy. Been at the damn beach. Headed up through Sleepy Hollow. Then out towards Riversdale. Then back through, I don't know where that is, but happy as a clam. Hold on 1 second here. Let me pop this up. Just smiling. Wait, yep. Living her life. Living the vida loca. Got my vape pen and my beer and wearing orange. Living the vida loca. Full Casey Anthony. Yes, full Casey Anthony. Yeah. Girl. She looks very thin. Yeah. My God, what is going on here? A lot, girl. A lot. A hell of a lot, apparently. Is that May May? Yes, it is. Yeah. The new boyfriend. It is too much. Way too much. Casey is wanting her hairstyle and spotlight back. MBM. No, she's precious cargo to her man. That's why she's wearing the orange. What is he thinking? I don't know. But it's not a beach picture. Not a beach picture, right? The only satisfaction I get out of showing this really is just Daniel looking at it, to be honest with you, because I know his blood pressure just went. Because Daniel is so jelly. So jelly. And I kind of like that, to be honest with you. How do you get a new man when you lost 3 children? What the F is going on? Well, she's been going to the beach every day, girl. Come on now. You know, that's what a real mother does, you know. They get a man and go to the beach. You know, 4-wheeler riding, all that. No. This isn't a search. No, Kelly. Look. No, baby. Look at this. I thought it was too. See? Don't rock the jukebox. Hear a country song. I got my Bud Light in my ATV, and I'm going along. Shucks, iron kite. White trash at the back. I did too, but it's not. Nope. You're kidding me, Nova. This is a search for Jack and Lilly. Oh, fuck me. Are you kidding me? And trust me, I trust Nova. Nova's local. This is, oh my God, I just saw red. This is an absolute shit show. This is a reason for them to go trail riding and say they're looking for Jack and Lilly. Nasty, nasty bitch. Are you kidding? Nova, come on. Tell me more. Tell me more, girl. Come on. I thought you... No, I just now saw these pictures. They're not in there, are they? For, Lord, help me. Or I stroke the fuck out. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me PBMH is there. Please. Justin just says it for all. Oh, yeah. That is fucked up. So who all was here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 11, 12, including the person taking the picture. You know, for me, it's to me, it's one thing that, you know, she's out here, you know, doing these trails and taking pictures and all this stuff. It's another thing using this, saying you're looking for Jack and Lilly, when this is clearly not looking for Jack and Lilly. You have to get off a fucking trail to look for Jack and Lilly. And Malaya, why don't you just ask fucking Daniel, and why don't you just go to the RCMP and see what the fuck happened to him? How about that? It sure is. Mm-hmm. Listen, if Nova, well, if Nova said this was a search, I trust Nova. I trust Nova. I'm going to say, I think, in my opinion, this is what happened. I think they said it was a search, and once the pictures got out that there's, you know, Bud Lights and honky tonks going on, it wasn't a search. It wasn't a search then. No, Meredith. No. No. I think it's absolute shit that the reason Jack and Lilly are gone today is because of substance, and you're looking for them under substance as well. Fuck that. Go to hell. Nope. Nope. Don't think so. Mm-mm. No, you don't look for kids while you're fucking got a cooler of beer. Kiss my ass. Nova, come back here. I want to hear what she says. Okay, there's Nova. I did not see any beer in pics. I saw pop. Well, this is Bud Light. But she said it absolutely was a search, right? Yeah, Joyce. I was just surprised to see these pictures today. Justin, this is 100% a search for Jack and Lilly. Oh, in the pics, you only seen pop. Well, I would say anybody that is searching for children, I would say, listen, we're not going to drink here. We're looking for children's remains. Let's not have you fucking drunk over the hill. Unbelievable. Me too, Brandy. With these people? Who was the GSAR people? So glad you saw that though, Justin. I almost fell for it. I know, but when you say ground search and air, are they with any specific? Who's the specific? Who are they representing? Is what I'm saying. I know what GSAR means, but I want to know who was representing them. Was it RCMP? Oh, yeah, I would highly doubt that as well. Shenanigans, children, and drinking. What about the last search, Jerry Lamb? Which one, baby? Hey, Brian. I don't think RCMP is there with alcohol present. I I would fall off my chair if RCMP was there with alcohol present and saying this is a fucking search. Boy, this just went south. Oh, don't do that, people. Don't do that. No, it's not a good look. RCMP was not with them that I know of. Yeah, the RCMP couldn't know ghetto fabulous. I'm gone with the wind fabulous. I'm gone with the wind fabulous. Oh, I know. I know. I'm just fucking shell. I don't even know what to say. I just thought they were out there, you know, partying and all that stuff. You're not giving up, Kelly. You are not giving up. Why are you giving up? RCMP must be in a different area. Yeah, they would have to be. So this was posted June 28th. Nice getting drunk looking for children. How dumb. They wasn't looking for the kids, just a meetup to drink and drive and act like morons. Either way, they're morons. But June 20th, yeah, a week ago. The one with the beer in the pic and a child there. There's a child there? Valerie, thank you for the gift, baby. Appreciate you very much. Well, guess what? Look at there. Just notice this. Look at there. She's in the woods talking on the cell. I don't know who that is, but she's talking on the cell phone. She's at least getting cell phone service. I'm never giving up. I'm just really pissed this happened while Jack and Lily are still missing. Oh, I know. Trust me. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Don't cause Justin to get the papers. Oh, that shenanigans on the phone? Oh, well, her face is covered with leaves. No, I was talking about, I said they got cell phone service in the woods. Malaya's, you know, eating like her unlike her malnourished children. Oh, she doesn't give a fuck, Carol. The only thing Daniel and Malaya give a fuck about is staying out of prison. Oh, I know. It is a vape, but it's probably just a vape, like a... Nope. Yep. I think Jack and Lily had Tim Hortons. No, she's a mother, just with an effort to it. In my opinion. Oh my God. I was not planning on this live like this. Oh my God. zoom in on the pic. I don't think the shorter people are. I don't think the shorter people are her kid. Well, I just would hope that. Oh, I see what you mean now. There is children there. Headed up through Sleepy Hollow, then out towards Riversdale, then go back through. It's very, in my opinion, unprofessional. Nova, you want to come up or call in? You're welcome to. You're welcome to come up or call in. Just let me know. Unless they are the boyfriend's overalls. I'm just trying to calm down before. See if she wants to come up. Okay, call in 307-228-490. Here, let me put it up on the screen here. You can call in right there. 307-228-49060. Make sure my thing's on. She's going to call in. And look what the idiot. Look what Mr. did. Let me show you this. Oh, wait, wrong one. Oh, here we go. Hello, my Nova Scotian.
Hi.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Good.
Thank you for inviting me to call.
Of course. So what's...
I didn't mean to cause such a fuss.
No, you're fine. I'm glad you told us. I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, so I know just because I was reading and keeping up on some stuff. But yeah, it was a search, and I know they've been doing some searches and going to some different areas, not just focusing on that one particular area that's been searched over and over and over. I know RCMP wrote that weekend as well, because I actually saw them with my own eyes. And they had four wheelers. And it was this big silver box. And at first my husband thought it was ident, and I said, well, no, that's not ident. I know what ident looks like, but because it had no markings on it, and I know what ident looks like, but it would be like a trailer, like, you know how you haul stuff on a trailer, but it was actually enclosed, so you couldn't see what was inside of it, of course. And so, but then it hit me. I thought, oh, that's probably their drones. They probably had those out with them as well.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there was some stuff going on over not this weekend, last weekend.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And as far as the sorry, Justin.
no, you're good. Was they searching? Was the RCMP and Malay, and then were they searching kind of the same area or different areas?
I think it was different areas, because when it was mentioned that there were grounds, I'm pretty sure it was ground search and rescue or professional searchers. I'm sure it was. I'm trying to just remember what I was reading, that it was ground search and rescue and some trained Army people or whatever that volunteered to go out with them as well. There was quite a group there. Like that picture that you're seeing there is only a small portion of them. It was a large group. Yeah, with quite a bit of men in it.
Sorry, I just got some more pictures in actually of this, so thank you for that.
And the pictures I saw, because I know I saw people saying that they were drinking beer, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know what they're drinking, but I took the pictures and pulled them up closer, and one looks like a can of Pepsi to me, and the other one is some kind of weird pop I've never heard of. It's called, like, when I pulled the picture up, it says chili something pop. That's it. You just went by it in that video. Well, that video you're watching, I took a picture of that can sitting there to see what it actually was, and it's pop. It says, what the heck did it say? Chili something pop.
Which one?
In that video that you just played,
okay,
it actually shows one of the cans sitting on a rock, I think it is.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the other ones are Bud Light, but the one I was originally showing.
Is it? Okay. I don't even know what Bud Light looks like.
With the picture I was showing earlier, they're sitting up. It's sitting up on like the side of I don't know, like a side by side, like an ATV thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't see that in the pictures I was looking at. I didn't see that at Bud Light.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, you can see some of it.
Yeah, that's four-wheeling, not searching. It was a landowner. It's I think she's talking about a different one. Looks like her, but I don't know, man. It's just amazing to me that I think they might have disguised this as saying that they searched, not meaning the RCMP and the actual professionals, but I'm talking about Malay and her cronies. That's not searching. They wasn't even looking. They're literally out here looking at each other, going through the mud and stuff, having you're looking for dead children.
Yep.
You're looking for dead children.
Yep.
I just cannot fucking believe this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not screaming at you. Don't you think I'm screaming at you?
I know. And I try to stay neutral until
I know. And listen, I want to say what I say does not reflect on her whatsoever. Okay. I just want you guys to know that. Don't loop her with my opinion, or because I'm a loose cannon. She's much more calm and measured and way more non-judgmental than I am. So
okay. But I respect your opinion. any content creators I watch, Justin, because I know that your opinion I know it's sincere. I know you're not just, what you're saying is coming from your heart. It's what you feel, and it's sincere. It's your true thoughts. It's not clickbait or trying to pull people in, and it's really good to hear that other opinion, other thoughts, that someone has, and know that it's coming from a sincere place.
Well, thank you.
Of what you truly feel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I really appreciate that. I know if you said it, I wholeheartedly trust you with the information. I know if Nova says it, I absolutely trust it. JJ, thank you so much. Ask Nova if she is going to be at court with shenanigans tomorrow. Someone just super chat me and asked you that.
Well, when I go to court, I don't go with shenanigans.
If she's there, she's there, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, there was, but we're there. Like when people go, we're there together. But you end up there together. But there was once I went with Shan because my driving was limited. And I can drive short distances just due to health stuff, but I can drive short distances. So, but there was just one day I didn't have a drive. She said she would pick me up, but usually when we get there, then we're all there together. It's there's quite a group there. It's not just us creators. There's some people who actually are viewers. And there's people there from the community as well that are always there. Yeah. So, but I am going tomorrow.
Do you think that they're going to? Do you think they're going to delay it again? In your opinion,
the messages I'm receiving, that I've received so far, is that yes, it's going to be delayed again.
That's what I hear as well. Yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, I find with any case, and especially this case, I just kind of do my own thing. I'm just like, okay, well,
right.
I'm not gonna take that as wholehearted truth or
absolutely
fact, right?
Absolutely.
So I still will be going. And I'll be checking the roster in the morning, the court roster that comes out every morning, and we'll see. I mean, I'm sure his name will still be on it, but whether he shows up or not, or it's another continuance, I want to hear what they say. Because the last time we were there, it was kind of interesting what they had said, why it was put off again. So.
Right.
Because they
had gotten some new information, apparently, right?
They received more information, and what they had stated, what it had to do with, which I don't really want to say,
right,
was interesting. And I did send it to Daphne, and I told her to share it with you so that you guys would understand what exactly was said. But and there's a few things that are going on that can't really be discussed.
Yeah.
It just can't be, unfortunately. But later on down the road, it'll be discussed. But
in time.
Yeah. But I find myself with this case, I'm being very, very careful now what I'm saying and putting out there.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll tell you, Justin, something really creeped me out. Now we know Daniel watches you. We know he watches other channels.
He watches everybody.
Well, I didn't put myself in that, category of him watching me because I'm just, I'm small and whatever. But I was was looking for something. I was going back in my videos because I was looking for something in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And when Daniel had said in that interview, I can remember exactly how he said it. You knows when they're being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you knows when
Yep.
they're being quiet,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing good going on, or
Yep.
however.
Yep.
But when he said it, he was so uncomfortable saying it. It's one of those times when you're like, I'm not believing what he's saying. He's either repeating what someone else says, which to me he does all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He heard somebody say that, and now he's trying to repeat it to sound normal.
Yeah.
And anyways, I went back in one of my videos. I was looking for something in particular, and as I'm looking for it, here I am saying the exact same thing. It was me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That he had repeated that from, and I got such a chill that come over me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my God.
Yep.
And anyways, it just gave me a chill. But just where
he does that,
where the point that
all
this
the time.
case is at, I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? He takes what other people say and makes it his own.
Yeah.
And there's reasons why people do that.
Of course.
And then of course, 3 answers, Daniel.
Yeah.
But I just feel the need to be very, very careful on what's being put out there,
Mm-hmm.
Regarding the case.
Yeah. There's some things that I will not.
He is
yeah.
watching.
Yeah. There's some things that I will not, like, I'll show maps and stuff, but I will not go over certain areas specifically because I know he watches me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I've, talked to Daphne and others about it. I'm like, let's not go over specific areas for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I'm not the only one catching on to that. Yeah, you've probably learned that from other cases as well. That
oh yeah.
You start to realize that, Jesus, we might actually be helping this individual, with some
absolutely.
of the stuff.
Absolutely. I mean,
we need to be careful.
I mean, this is the thing. We've helped him as far as his interviews and stuff like that, because we find, the inconsistencies, the BS and all that, and then, he'll correct it. But it doesn't actually help him to do these interviews, even though he thinks he's patching up one thing. He still said something completely opposite to that in the past. And you're like,
Exactly.
so it's just opening up more inconsistencies. He thinks it helps him, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Daniel has absolutely no he's just extraordinarily impulsive.
Yes.
Which goes along with substance and all that as well.
Yeah, and certain types of personalities, scary ones.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hear you, but that can only be done for so long. That's why law enforcement takes you in and will question you over and over and over, because eventually you just run out of, you know what I mean? You're backed in a corner, and you run out of things to come up with, and then that's when the truth comes out.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, like, they did the interview with Malaya and Daniel. They did 3 or 4 interviews with them each. And that story better be very, very consistent today as it was May 2nd, right?
Exactly. As
It better
should
be
yeah.
very, very consistent, because the truth is the truth, and it does not change. It
That's
doesn't
right.
change.
That's right.
And it okay. That chili pop thing that you just was talking about,
Yeah,
someone,
chili pop.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's 5% alcohol.
Oh my God, is it?
Yeah.
See, I'm not a drinker. I'm not
Well,
a drinker.
I'm not
I don't
either.
even
I'm
know
not
idea
either.
what
I've
that
never even
stuff
heard
is.
of it. But
No.
Mohawk, my mod, just is Canadian, and checked on it as well. So
What an idiot I
no,
am.
you're
Me
not an
thinking
idiot
it's
at all.
pop.
You're,
It says right on it, it's pop.
well,
Good heavens.
now they make these drinks look like energy drinks and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look having alcohol there. Definitely not.
It's,
Um,
I mean,
not that I would think that I'm saying Malaya was drinking, because it could have been the men that were drinking. I don't know. But
it's just not a good look. Like,
not a good
you know,
look, no.
you see these videos and these pictures and stuff, like I'm playing as we're speaking. This is not a search for children. You know what I mean?
Well, what we're looking at does not show the search, right? Like what we're looking at, those videos, those pictures, it's not actually showing the search. It's showing playtime during what was the search.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's the search, in my opinion. I just don't think that's a search. I think that's playtime disguised as, oh, we were out searching. I think it's a cover story, if you will.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all Malaya has to do is say where Daniel went that night. You know, because I don't believe Malaya actually knows where Jack and Lilly is, but I do believe she knows exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well,
That's
again,
my
like
opinion.
that, I'm neutral. I'm
Right.
still neutral on, because
I
we
understand.
don't have enough info yet. Unlike with Daniel, where he just spills his guts and tells
Mhm.
on himself. But
Yeah.
but with Malaya, the thing is that we have to remember that the information that we learned from the files was very early in the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after that? Actually, you kind of touched on it a bit earlier there. The rest of it we don't know, right?
Correct.
It is sealed.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, that is probably where things changed with Malaya, where she probably was more forthcoming in the sense that where it was stated that she first stated she saw Lily, but then, we know that she didn't see Lily. But at first she had said she did in those early interviews, right? After that, there was more interviews, but those early interviews that we know from the document, she was saying that she saw Lily. Obviously, then after that, she was more forthcoming with the fact that she didn't, because then she told Belinda she didn't. She told Sonny she didn't, or she said that she just heard them playing. So whatever was stated from then on, we have no idea, right?
So this,
and I do believe that she afterwards became more forthcoming. As forthcoming, because she was scared of that she still thought they were going to find the kids, and didn't want to look like a bad mom, and didn't want to end up losing them when they did find them, and plus baby M, or that she wasn't forthcoming because, you know, she know,
Yeah.
you know, if Daniel did something, she knew or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That I'm just all on the fence on that still until we know more.
See, I respect your opinion on that. I disagree, however, and the reason I disagree is because they had the same story that morning. It was the same story. They were in bed together.
Yeah.
She heard the kids before Daniel was out of bed. Before he was out of bed. Remember, she heard the kids in the next room over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Daniel's in bed. She agrees to that. Daniel's in bed, which means if you believe her and you believe Daniel's story that morning, then that means Daniel didn't do anything to them during the night without her knowing. Right? Yeah. So it's they both had the same story that morning, all of that. Now, I do believe Malaya did say about Daniel that he wasn't abusive because of fear of losing Meadow. I believe she I believe she did say that. I believe she did that, but I do believe as she left and she became more truthful. I do believe she's working with RCMP, in my opinion, and I do believe things happened to Malaya that should have never happened at that house. But I believe Jack and Lilly, you know, they're the kids. They're the kids, and you've got to watch out after your kids, no matter what.
Yep.
And
they pay the ultimate price, unfortunately.
Right. And so Malaya left after a day. Right. And she, you know, at the very minimum, she could have went to the RCMP and said, listen, I was scared. I needed, you know, or whatever. I'm away from that now. And I need to tell you the truth of what happened. But just that morning, the story, I don't believe any of that happened that morning. I don't believe a single word of it, actually.
Yeah.
I don't believe a single word of it.
I'm still on the fence with it. I feel like I need some more info but see, you've been doing this longer than I have.
Well, I mean, I think, I don't know. I mean, there is just no reason to lie when your kids are missing.
Yeah. And one thing that there's just certain things that strike you, you know what I'm saying? And something that struck me is when it was first put out about the kids missing, it had stated last seen on the property on May 2nd. And after Malaya left, she left at 4:30. It was about an hour to an hour and a half after that, they put another bulletin out, and it stated last seen on May 1st.
Yeah.
And that's why I always thought Malaya changed. To me, I always thought she changed her story as soon as she left that property. And I would wholeheartedly believe that as soon as she was out of that property, RCMP were on her tail to talk to her away from that property, right? You know, I mean, that would just be a good investigation. You're not going to wait. She left that property. We've got them divided now. We can speak to them divided, especially her. We want to speak to her because they were already realizing something was going on with Daniel. He was acting erratic and kind of acting weird with them, being aggressive with them. And so, because I always wondered, why did they change the date? And it was it was like an hour to an hour and a half after Malaya left the property. They changed the date of when the children were last seen.
Mhm.
And that was on the day, on the 3rd. It was before they had videotape evidence of them at Dollarama.
Yeah.
So that always struck me that, as soon as she get off that property, they were talking to her, and that's why they would have to change that date, because they weren't last seen on May 1st, or on May 2nd in the morning. Unless you're going to go by Janie and Daniel.
Well, Janie didn't
because
see
she
them that
actually
morning.
didn't see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she says she heard them.
She heard them, right.
But
Exactly.
Daniel says he saw them. Well, it's like they changed that. Like at first, when they put the thing out at first, they were going by what Daniel said. He seen Lily popping in and out of the room. So, they were last, was on May 1st, last seen.
Mhm.
And once Malaya was off the property, it was changed to May 2nd.
Yeah.
Her story was changed to May 1st, that they were last seen.
Yeah.
From May 2nd.
Mhm.
So just things like that I always, little things like that I would write down and go, okay, well, that's interesting. Why did they change that as soon as she got off the property? She probably started changing her story immediately when she was out of there.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Thank you, Captain Star. Appreciate you. Captain Justice, sorry. Yeah, I think it was, in my opinion, it was a slower process to get Malaya to talk, but I do believe she has talked more. But I just they just
I
just
agree.
know.
I think it was a slower process
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm sure she continued to open up more and more and more.
Mhm.
But it would definitely be a process. It wouldn't be spilling her guts as soon as she got out of there type thing.
Yeah. I think something happened. I've kind of been where I'm at, like as far as what I think, in my opinion, happened. I think something happened between 8 and midnight, and I think Malaya was ready to leave. You think Daniel's, I think he got rugs at the Dollarama parking lot that day. After they got money from Patty and all of that, and they went out, they met right there at the Dollarama. They After that, they went home. I think Jack and Lily were probably not, they were probably very hyper that evening. They didn't want to go to bed. They were loud. Kids have their days or whatever, where they're really hyper, or they're just, grumpy or whatever. And I think he snapped. And the people that I've talked to that knows Daniel, and I'm sure you've talked to a lot of them as well, or dated Daniel. They've all said to me that they believe he snapped, that he was paranoid, that he was on the math, and something happened between 8 and midnight. And I think that's why Daniel says he turned the light on a little bit after midnight.
Right on. Absolutely. You're like me. You pick right up on those things like that, and you're like, oh, there's a reason why he's saying that, right?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
who he is.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
Yeah. If Daniel says something, it's either he's, he needs to remember that time for a timeline, or something obviously happened at that time. But I think at 1 o'clock in the morning or so, the kids were taken out. And they were placed somewhere. I think there were multiple trips in and out of there that night. You could not have been on that property and not have not known. And if the neighbors on each side of you hear your loud ass car,
Yep.
certainly Tucker hears the car, in my opinion. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was done at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. It was done. I think Daniel got back home. They checked around, made sure things were, as it needed to be inside the house. Malaya is up, says the kids aren't going to school, and they concoct this story.
Yeah. The other thing Daniel said that I picked up on as well, and I'm sure you did, is so Lily's eye. He said, of course, he changed that too, because he said that
Yeah.
she had a black eye. It was hit at Patty's Wednesday night with the Tonka truck.
Right.
He's since then changed it to, well, no, it wasn't black, but she hit it. But anyways, I'm going with his original story.
Right.
And others who were around the children have stated they did not see, and I know this for a fact, it is a fact, they are not aware of Lily having
A black eye.
a black eye.
Correct.
Well, of course, that's why he's now changing it to, well, it got hit with the Tonka truck. It wasn't black, but he said it was black. But as soon as he said that, it's just one of those things. I'm thinking this is where he's, saying something so that I just thought right away, like, I have a feeling when they find these children, Lily's going to have a whack on her skull by her eye.
Yep. That's exactly right.
And
that's exactly right.
They can see certain things bleeding on the skull. And
if they found her
and
soon
crack.
enough, they would have seen her have a bruise on her eye or something, and he wanted to get ahead of that.
Yeah, that's getting ahead. That's exactly. Yeah.
That's what egomaniacs do,
Yeah.
But Janie said she gave the kids snacks that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And well, you didn't see a bruise, Janie?
Yeah, well, she'd never seen any of those bruises, according to her. Now, you saw Jack's eye, right?
Yeah.
We all saw Jack's eye.
Yeah.
If I see a mark on my grandson, he came in one day, he had a little red mark on his forehead. First thing I said was, "Oh, what happened there?
Yep.
Did you fall?"
Yep.
That's what you do as an adult.
Absolutely.
So there's no way in this world that she did not see that black eye. She said she was in the trailer every day, and she knows that those kids ate, because I was in there every day. I knew what was going on in there. Malaya cooked good meals, and the kids ate. But yet she says she's never ever seen a black eye on them.
Yeah.
Well, no, if he had that black eye, you 100% definitely had to have seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand Daniel's, her child, and you love your child no matter what, but there has to be humanity for these kids. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It would be a hard thing to like turn your kid in or whatever, but you're supposed to teach them to do what is right, right?
Right. But I mean, why lie? Because just because she saw the black eye doesn't necessarily mean she knows what happened.
Well,
I mean, you're not sending your son down the river by saying, I did see a black eye on Jack. Or, a couple of times I've seen black eyes on them. I wasn't aware of how it happened. I thought they fell or whatever, right? Like,
I think it's
why lie?
I mean,
it's obvious you had to have seen it.
The thing about it is, Janie has never said even a neutral thing about Daniel, let alone a negative, what could be considered negative, right? And I think if she says, you know, that the kids had bruises and black eyes and stuff like that. Daniel said the kids had a lot of black eyes.
Right.
That just does
And there's
not happen.
pictures of it.
Oh, there's pictures
Oh,
of it.
no. No, it doesn't.
The teachers, you know, obviously was concerned that they were having
Mm-hmm.
a lot more bruises than they should have.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really sad. And so I think if she starts saying that, you know, people, the few supporters that they do have, you know, they might look at Daniel another way.
Yeah, yeah, because like you said, it's just not normal to have a black eye. One of my sons had a black eye once. They were in the living room. I was out in the kitchen. They were chasing each other around, and he fell. And when he fell, it was the corner of the table you have in the living room there, the coffee table. His eye hit it, and man, what a horrible black eye he had. I wasn't concerned about getting blamed because, of course, they were both able to speak and say, I mean, well, no, Mom was out in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Their whole lives was one black eye between the two of them.
Right.
It's now, Jamie did admit about the lock on the fridge when she was on Charmaine's, and Charmaine had asked her that question, and Jamie said, yes, there was a lock on the fridge. And there had to be, because Jack would get in there and get into everything. I hate hearing stuff like that. But what's bothersome about that is because Daniel said they would get up in the morning and get whatever they wanted. They would get yogurt and apples were their favorite things to eat. Well, how can you get yogurt and apples when there's a lock on the fridge?
Yeah,
so that was the whole issue with that, you know. Yeah.
I've never seen someone lie so much in any case.
Yeah.
Any case.
I know, but yeah.
Most people will just not answer it, or, you know, or they'll just kind of stick with their story, might change it a little. He goes completely off the tracks.
Yeah.
Just lies on top of lies on top of lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 And I'm sure it's worked with him with certain people, right?
Well, his family has enabled him, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
If he's never been held accountable for a damn thing in his life. And it's sad that it's taken this long and this to happen before he's held accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just very sad. But yeah, the black eyes thing, you know, it's one thing to get a black eye, a kid get a black eye, but listen, teachers and people, they're trained to look out after abuse. You know what I mean? And there's, you know, going to school, there's always, you know, maybe one or two kids in your class that may not have as much. You know what I mean? Their parents are strung out or whatever. But then there are, you know, they just can't, they don't have as, you know, their family just doesn't have it much, but they might, you know, be taken very well care of. You know, you just never know. But Earl said that he was buying them food as well. Yeah. He was buying them food. I mean, as much money as they made, there was just no sense in it. There was just no excuse. They didn't have a damn bill one. You know, not a car payment. Not a mortgage payment, not a house payment.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It didn't have to pay for firewood.
No.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, no, Earl said he was
Yeah.
dropping off firewood.
Yeah.
Wood,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yep, sure did.
Did you ever? I'm not going to remember the case now. She was a little 4-year-old, and the case is so like it is spot on to a T, the same as Lily and Jack. Like you wouldn't believe. Like, what was her name?
Summer Wells?
Hobbs. Her last name was Hobbs, I think.
Hobbs.
No, not Summer Wells. Oh gosh, I'm not going to remember it. It's to a T, except it was the mother who was the aggressor and had the issue with the rugs, and there was DV going on, and it was her towards the male. CPS was involved. She was saying that she was trying to say that the little one had autism, and the little one was pulling her hair out, and like it is just.
Thank you, April.
So similar. It's the same story, different children. Like just unbelievable.
Thank you, April. No, Jerry. I don't know. Does it? I if you find the name out, please let me know. I'd like to.
Yeah, I just watched it the other night. It come up in my feed, and I watched it, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's like. I mean, we hear that a lot.
Is it spelled Hobbs?
Okay, well, in this case that you're covering now, Javea. They're saying that same thing, trying to say she had autism as well, right? Seems to be this typical thing. I guess parents do now. My goodness.
Hold on, let me see here. I'm trying to find 4-year-old. Is it Everly or something like that? Averly Hobbs.
That's it. Averly Hobbs. Listen to that, Justin. Listen to that.
I've not heard of this case.
Yeah, listen to it. It is 2AT, Lily and Jack saying. Yeah. The only difference is that the grandmother was fighting to get the little one away. The actual paternal father's grandmother was actually fighting to try to get the little one away from the stepfather and her mom, and she just kept. CPS failed the child big time. Not that Belinda. I'm not saying Belinda didn't fight for Lily and Jack. She did what she could,
right? Absolutely, absolutely.
Under the circumstances, but yeah, like it'll scare you.
Yeah,
how similar the case is.
Yeah, if you and Deb
and the mother, and it ended up in the end. It was actually the mother that was pulling the little girl's hair out. It wasn't even the little girl doing it herself.
Yeah, we're going to look at that in a minute. Deb says patterns speak louder than excuses, and they've got so many inconsistencies, and we need answers. And that's exact patterns and right history. That's exactly right. Marie, thank you so much, dear. Appreciate you. Shy, thank you so much. Love. It's crazy. Minnie Panthers says, got a question. She says, thank you, Minnie Panthers. Ask her if it's normal to burn fire that time of year in the wood stove along if bugs and worms were out above the permafrost.
Yes, worms are out.
Okay.
And bugs, they're just starting to come about, and especially with the rain that we had been having, yeah, they definitely would be out, because that time of year is fishing, and I can tell you that, yes, my husband and I go out and collect the worms to go fishing that time of year. Yes, the wood would still be used because we were still having pretty cold, especially overnight. You could probably, the odd day, you'd still have to heat your house. That year was especially cold and wet. Yeah, the day that Lily and Jack went missing was actually the first decent day that we had. Yeah, like that spring. It was, the temperatures were a little abnormally low for spring. So yes, I definitely could see that they would still be using the stove for sure.
I think,
and I don't think they had any other way of heat source, probably just the stove.
well, I think there was an extra big fire built that night, in my opinion. Because of, I believe, the shoes or the boots and the backpacks and stuff is thrown in the fire.
Yeah,
Daniel's shirts.
Something went on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of that, the cadaver dog and the inspector. Something went on.
Something hit.
Yeah. Justin, do you wonder? The inspector asked him, again, Daniel telling on himself. Daniel states the inspector asked him, why did you have the truck crushed? Do you wonder how he knew that Daniel had his truck crushed?
Well, Daniel says he told them that,
he told them.
He says, I told them I had it crushed. And then he said, they asked me, well, why did you have it crushed?
Okay, I missed the part of him saying he told them. I just heard him say that he asked him why did he have it crushed. Okay.
Did you hear my recording? Did you hear my recording on that? The behind the scenes recording. I played it. It was, well, it may have been on members only. But he talked about
those recordings that you had. He talked about it again on there, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have missed that part. I did listen to some of them, but sometimes I'll doze off and then I'll try to go back to where I was before I fell asleep.
My live streams are long. My live streams are long too, so I'm kind of long-winded. But he he
says he told them.
Once Daniel messed up when he was speaking to DT's channel, when he said, I got in the blue or the black, I don't know if it was blue or the black, I knew things had changed. And I knew that the neighbors was absolutely correct, which I never doubted him or anything. But then, I've dug more, and there's some things that I just can't say publicly. But the RCMP, they've got him, in my opinion. They got him.
I believe so too. That's another reason why I think we just have to really be careful on things that we're putting out there as well, because I 100% believe that as well. They just need to tie this up the right way, make sure it's solid, and go forward with it.
They've got to be very strategic, and they have one shot for Jack and Lilly. Jack and Lilly were miserably failed, and they cannot fail Jack and Lilly. And so, I'd rather it take 3 years and get justice than a year and a half or a year and it go to hell. this whole case.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I trust me, I believe with every fiber of my being, the RCMP are working very hard, very strategically on this. I know a lot of, and listen, RCMP has made some major blunders in the last few years. I get that.
Yeah.
I get
yeah,
that. And I think
have.
they made some blunders in the beginning of this.
Yeah, definitely.
But I do believe they are, with the public attention that it's gotten, that they are absolutely crossing their T's and dotting their I's now.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Daniel's very quiet now. It just hasn't served him to talk, but he can't help himself either sometimes, I think.
Yeah. There's some other stuff going on too. Like I said, I can't.
Right.
It just would not be right to put out there. But
Sure.
there's other reasons why he's being quiet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
He just continues to
Mm-hmm.
go on that not so good path. But
Oh, I know.
now little Javea,
Mm-hmm.
the way that they handled that when they come into that
Chef's kiss.
and got everybody out of there.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Telling you, you get a good country sheriff, and they don't fuck around, and I appreciate that. I mean, they didn't let even the father come back to the trailer. Good for them.
Yeah.
I know that's frustrating for the 99.9% of innocent parents when their child goes missing. But I think that they thought something was a little weird to begin with once they got there and, sniffed things around a little bit.
They know right away. That's what with Lily and Jack, I always said that too. They knew right away as soon as they got there and they started looking into stuff. They knew this doesn't pass the sniff test.
Since 2 p.m. Eastern Time, May 2nd, 2025, I have been on this case. And just from jump, locals came in my chat. I was actually talking about a different case, and they said, Justin, something's really wrong here. In the beginning, everyone knew in the beginning that something was wrong here. And wait, shit, the next day the mom left and the dad's, got the meth mouth jaw going on. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, but it's crazy. It's crazy. So, but Nova, I really, really do appreciate you. You have been amazing. Thank you for this call.
You too.
And I'll talk to you soon. I'll text you. Can I text you on this number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Did my number come up?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have it shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin, for allowing me to call in.
Of course. Thank you for allowing for the information and stuff. And I'd like for you to come on sometimes if you would. We can talk more.
Yeah. I'd like to do that.
If you ever invite me, I'll pop over yours and jump on yours if you want as well. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Lily and Jack, and we'll just keep hoping and praying that things continue to move in the right direction.
It is.
And
keep the faith.
So I will be at the court tomorrow. I will. If you want to send me a text message and just say hi, and then that way
I will.
I can be able to text you back, and I'll let you and Daphne know what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
If he shows up or doesn't show up, or even what they say, because I'll be going no matter what.
Well, thank you so much. Mods, please put Nova's channel in chat, and I'll link it in my description for the replay too. Make sure I'll sub up to Nova. She is just a sweetheart, and she is one of the few that I will actually vouch for on this, that if she says it, it's the gospel. I know that. So thank you so much,
thank you.
Nova. I appreciate you.
All right.
And
Lots of love to you and lots of love to everyone in the chat.
thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. I would talk to her longer, but I can't feel my hand anymore. I can't feel. If she would have came up on panel, she could have stayed the whole time, but I can't feel my hand anymore. It's not. That's Nova, guys. Thank you, Joyous, for dropping that. Thank you. Nova is a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She is not near as judgmental and jaded as I am. So I'll tell you that. I am much more jaded and judgmental. But I've been around the block with the true crime thing. So you need a stand for your phone. Well, I just need to have it to where it goes through my computer, but it screws up my mic sometimes, so I just hold it. So yeah, make sure you guys sub up to Nova's Inquest. You will she's talks, I don't know if she just talks exclusively on Jack and Lilly, but she's a local Nova Scotian, our friend. And it's just a real chill place to hang out where everyone's opinion is okay. Very non-judgmental. Oh, she's more than fair. She's more than fair. More than fair, in my opinion. But yeah, this is, oh, sorry. This is something here that, hold on. Beer. Look at there, Malaya's. I guess that's Malaya sitting in there, just chilling. Beer. Whatever. But, let's all get drunk and look for dead children. Like, you're fucking mental, Malaya, in my opinion, to even be a part of that. I mean, DC. What do you mean? I think I have them, Deb. I'm pretty sure I have them. You know what I mean? Thank you, Old Garden Gal. Appreciate you very much. They're all drinking. I mean, it's not a light thing. It's not a light. I say those things very bluntly because I want people to get it. So when I say things like that, like really blunt, I say it to hold. I want people to get it. You know what I mean? I want people to think. Thank you so much, Old Garden Gal. Appreciate you, dear. It is a big thing to be looking for someone's remains. And it needs to be given the utmost respect when you are doing something like that, Malaya and whoever the hell went looking. You need to put some respect when you're searching for Jack and Lilly or anybody else. It is nothing to be hooping and hollering and all of that. Doesn't mean you can't have a light moment or whatever. But the drinking and the partying while you're looking for skeletal remains of a 4 and a 6-year-old, I can't even. I can't even, guys. More important, not more importantly, but equally, they made it about them. That's what pisses me off as well. Equally, they made it about them again. It's not about you. It's not about, going through the mud or whatever. It's not about you. And it just shows me Malaya, and which we knew with Malaya and Daniel, that it was never about Jack and Lilly. It was never about Jack and Lilly when they were alive, and it's not now. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you for the gift, honey. Oh, thank you, Miss Joy. Yes, that's very generous. Appreciate you, Mama. Thank you, Justin. Justice for Jack and Lilly. Thank you so much, Mama Joyce. Appreciate you, sweetie. You're very kind to me. Really appreciate you, Mr. and Mrs. Joyce. Thank you very much. Why the hell would she post those? Well, just like the thing, why would Kelly, thank you so much. Immediately. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you very, very much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those, make sure you give our sweet Kelly a big, big thank you. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. Sorry, my wrist is cracking. It's really just astonishing. When I came out with the photos of Malaya at the beach, early on, it was astonishing. But it wasn't this. It wasn't this. To me, when it's used under, oh, we're looking for children, and Malaya, these are your children. This is your DNA. I'm going to say this very bluntly, guys. This is your DNA laying out there. Think about that. Seriously. And you're going out there with a fucking beer? I have never seen such disgrace in my... Just never seen the disgrace. I'm just astonished. I think it was used under the guise of, oh, we were out looking for Jack and Lilly. Kumbaya. We care. And then the pictures came out. Nope, we weren't, that's a different time. That's a different time. Or whatever. I will never. That's a first. That's a first. I don't give a damn if you drink like a fish. Do you, don't hurt the kids, and don't do it while you're looking for a human being that was completely wronged in life in the first place. I mean, these kids, 4 and 6 years old, to me, a decade flies by the older I get. My 30s went like that. I mean, literally went like that. They lived 4 and 6 years. 4 and 6 years. Most of us have clothes older than that. I know I do. Oh, she moved on already? I don't think she was ever there after she got with Daniel as a mother to begin with. I think she lost that. You know, there's two things that'll really F you up in life. And one is a relationship, a bad relationship. And the other one, what the hell, Barry? I haven't heard that in ages. Is drugs. Drugs will. Not everyone goes down the route of drugs, but you know someone. I guarantee you that. Oh, thank you, Miss Brandy. Thank you, love. So much justice coming. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you. Very kind. Thank you, Miss Brandy. Very kind of you, sweetie. Appreciate it. You guys teach me as equally as much. MBM will move on and move on and move on. But please don't have any more kids. Please, for the love of God. But I bet I almost guarantee you she will. Guarantee you. I think she won't have any kids right now because of the situation. If she probably had a kid, they would probably take it immediately. But knowing Canada, who knows? Who knows? But I don't know. I don't understand how when more than half of your children are missing and all of your children are not with you. Life's a party. Let me just tell you. Oh my God, I'm getting mad. I'm getting heated. Let me just tell you. Malaya's out here, you know, mudding and drinking. Thank you, Captain Star, for the gift, honey. Appreciate you. Daniel's banging one of the searchers the last time. Weren't you, Daniel? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But that is all kinds of fucked up on both sides of the fence. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Captain. Oh, yeah. The last time, no, I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the past searches, one of the ladies Daniel was talking to, he slept with one of the searchers. And then Malaya's out here bringing her boyfriend, drinking, searching for her missing kids, right? Except you're not searching the fuck at all. Me either, Miss Joyous. This live was not going to go this way. And a whole fucking presentation. Oh, well. Shy, it's I just don't understand, like, it's just crazy. Hey, 3 bucks, thank you, baby. Leslie, welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. Well, those poor kids, yeah. And Miss Janie is right there knowing everything that fucking happened. Yeah, she might not. I just got a message. She might not have any more kids, but she's selfish. They don't need any. That's for damn sure. Who searches for kids with alcohol? I'm so mad. Yeah. I'm just not going to say that. Sorry, I was just filtering my brain right there before I said something because I generally don't. Okay, moving on. Listen, I like to go mudding. Mudding's fun. I like to go four-wheel riding. Side by side, I like to get muddy. But not this. Not this. Yeah, what a drunk crowd looking for 2 missing kids. Do they look like they're looking? That ain't looking. Watch that. That's all kinds of fucked up. I'm sorry. Gary's run, thanks to everyone who showed up, was a great day. Mm. I'm sorry, but that's fucking shameful. That is not looking for kids. That's not looking for kids. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm not even saying Malaya can't go out and have a fucking life. You know what I mean? But damn, you haven't stopped since day one. Shameful witch. Mm-mm-mm. You know, Jack and Lily could literally be anywhere, right? They could be anywhere. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate you, sweetie. Very kind. Gets worse and worse. Is that the date waterfall? That's her with her new man. Thank you, Magdalena. And I have to be honest with you, I'm extremely grateful for the searchers that actually search and have reverence for 2 children that were completely wronged in life, and the hardworking people trying to make up for what they can in their death. But it seems like Daniel and Malaya, they just want to go on living their life without any sort of consequence. Malaya, will you be my BFF? Daniel, will you be my BFF? Go the fuck to hell. Thank you, Karen, for your Sunday, honey. Appreciate you. Absolutely. I can't even talk about it. Abused in life. And Malaya, you know that you weren't going to find Jack and Lilly that day. You know you weren't going to find Jack and Lilly that day. Let me find it. One second, I'm looking for the picture. Yeah, here we go. Does that look like a mom looking for her missing kids? You know what is really, this is really bothering me. But I swear on a stack of any holy book, 5 seconds before I hit the live button, and if minutes before, I was speaking to a mother. I was literally speaking to a mother who just buried her kid. That just buried her kid from cancer. And I don't know how she goes on. I don't know how her and the father, I don't know how they go on. Because I don't know. I don't know. And then you see the absolute opposite. You see the absolute opposite of this. It's been 2 months, maybe 3 months. It's not been very long. It's just amazing me. It's just amazing to me. How there's good just the best parents who did everything right. Everything. And then, Jack and Lilly, the majority of Jack's life, particularly, was hell, in my opinion. Locks on the fucking fridge, having two absolute grotesque parental figures. Going to school with bruises, staying home because your mom and her douchebag too fucking hungover to get up. And that's it, Deb. That's it. She has no maternal, parental. Some people just, and this is the thing. It's a choice. You know what I mean? Like, it is a choice, right? My oldest graduated. I've got two more that are about to graduate not too long from now. And the first time I ever held my first child, I had never changed a diaper. I had never changed a diaper in my life. Now I have a monkey that'll be in diapers 40 years, but that's a whole nother story. And it's nothing, it just takes with anything in life, it just takes the desire to do good. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? It just takes the desire to do good. Everything is a choice. It's a choice, right? It really is. It's just a choice. Everything is a choice. You can choose to be a good parent. You can choose to be a good husband. You can choose to be a good wife. You can choose to be a good daughter, a good son. That doesn't mean you always get it back, but you can choose how you choose to respond, how you choose. And that's what it takes. I don't know. It's very weird to me. It's really a choice. And I just cannot imagine the fear that some of these kids live through. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine one day of fear that Jack and Lilly lived through. Afraid of the boogeyman's at home. I think Malaya wants to be the child, right? Malaya wants to be the child. But here's the thing in life. when you become a parent, that's when you put away the childish things, right? That's when you put away those childish things. It doesn't mean you're perfect, because there is no perfect of anything in this life. Doesn't mean you won't make mistakes, but it means you're striving toward it. And that some people just never strive for that, I guess. It's almost like she has failed to exhibit yeah, I mean, Malaya can't even take away her own fucking dishes. She's not even woman enough to stand in front of a camera or call in a show or even text back someone about a question about her missing children. Daniel can't tell the truth. Neither can Janie. So, yeah, they're not. Yeah, Jack and Lilly, but it shouldn't be that way. I mean, I'm a person of my faith is very important to me, and yes, I believe Jack and Lilly are at peace, and all of that. But they're not supposed to be. They are supposed to be living a peaceful life for many more years to come. That was taken. That was taken from them. That's the thing about unaliving someone, an adult, much less a child. That is, it's taken with something that you're not supposed to take from anybody, right? And I briefly talked about, there was a unaliving in my very, very close immediate family situation, and it changes a family forever. And I can't imagine a parent doing it, or they're supposed to live a happy, healthy existence. So, well, I didn't get to anything that we were going to talk about tonight, but I had a great conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed it with Nova calling in. Grow the hell up, Malaya. And anybody who says they're searching for kids and behaves like that. They know where they are. Malaya knows what happened, and Daniel knows where they're at. Excellent live hype. I need to make a new thumbnail. What should I call this live stream? What should I call this live stream? Pray that she doesn't. Because she is not mother material. Me too. Thank you, Miss Joyous. You call that a search? There's just nothing that warrants that. There's not really any explanation that they can give me that I would find acceptable. I don't know for sure, but the one is Bud Light. Yeah. I don't drink at all, but my family does. MBM is not looking for children. It's all a show. Yeah. Yeah. And Malaya is apparently there with their handlers. I call them Malaya's handlers because she's not a woman. A mother, a father, a parent doesn't need handlers whenever their child is missing or something happens. You don't need that. All right. Well, I was going to do another live after this one. This one wasn't supposed to actually go this long, but my head hurts and I am shocked. So I'm going to take go wash my face and call it a night. Oh, hug your loved ones, guys. Hug your loved ones. Time is so precious. Time is so precious. And just 4 and 6 years old. Belinda, I love you. And I want you to know that the buffoonery that you see in these families and stuff, there is so many more of us that are praying for you. Of course, Jack and Lilly, the RCMP, the truth, justice. Don't get discouraged. Keep your head up. Justice is coming. It is. We'll be live about Jack and Lilly tomorrow. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you guys know. Daniel's either going to plead tomorrow or it's going to be rescheduled. But rest assured, it's not going to be forgotten. Not going to be forgotten. Valerian, Justin, to calm down. Valerian Root, thank you, Magdalena. Love you, darling. Appreciate you. Thank you, darling. Thank you, guys. All right. You know, Happy, I don't really talk about other creators or anything, but it's disappointing. It is disappointing. I'll leave it at that. Jordan's court is Wednesday. Really? Let's pray man's up. He's got to be a man first. Daniel's a bitch. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, guys. Anastasia, Carol, Steph, Miss Eureka, Nani, Deb, what's up? Big Pearl hugs, yes. The 13th. Even if I thought my grandkids were in harm's way, I would do everything in my power to take my grandbabies away. All this is heartbreaking, yeah. Me, Joe. Joe being sweet. Look at that. Kimmy, let's see her. Jordan's the 13th. Okay. Captain, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been very generous. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys have a lot of choices here on YouTube, and I appreciate your time. You guys watching me. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to members who keep my little channel going, and your support. I really appreciate every single one of you, because you guys work hard, and I give it all I got here. So I appreciate your support as well. All right, guys. I'm so thankful my children are amazing parents. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, Captain. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Thank you, guys. Get some rest, everyone. Take good care of yourselves. Eat some good food. Take some vitamins. Get some sleep. Drink some water. Take your meds. All right. Love you guys. Good night, everyone. God bless. Good night. Justice for Jack and Lilly. Let's stop.